So, actually, before we get started, we are doing a Made for More challenge group, which, rewind real quick, a challenge group, I don't know how much you know about that or read about it yet, is just like where you invite all your customers basically and you support them for an X amount of time. So, like, you could pick it 3 weeks, 21 days if you're doing the 21-day fix. Whatever you want it to be. It could be 60 days, but that's a really long time. But so you get all your customers together and you basically, you post every day, you motivate them, you see what they need help with, you give them recipes, and the really cool thing is in your back office, which you'll learn where that is. There's like a basically, and you can just copy.
Okay.
So it makes it really easy. And then as you get more comfortable and you run challenge groups, you'll start making your own posts. But just to get familiar, I mean, I like just started making my own posts recently and not just copy pasting. So that's what a challenge group is. So our Made for More group is actually doing a huge one, and we're starting at June 29th. And it's going to be basically a time for all of our new coaches to kind of get familiar with how to run a challenge group, kind of like an internship, if you will, and get experience running a challenge group and seeing what it looks like. That way, hopefully by the end of this challenge group, which is 21 days, so by mid-July, you'll be comfortable enough to run your own challenge group with your own people. So we're going to be assigning like different days for you to be in charge of posting. So you'll get a chance to know what it's like to be at the forefront, basically. But not everybody's on this call, so not really sure where we're going with that, but Stephanie and I will talk about it and post what we're going to do. So stay tuned for that. But tonight we're actually going to talk about what it means to add value to yourself, because you're going to hear 3 common objections when you're talking to people. The first one is price. Everybody's got an objection to that. Second one's going to be, I already go to the gym. And the third one's going to be, oh, I saw it on Amazon for cheaper. So I have some tips and tricks to tell you how to shut down all 3 of those objections. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is money, because that's the one I hear pretty much every day. And there's a couple of ways that I break it down. The first big way to break it down is to always explain that Shakeology is a full meal replacement shake. Like, you are literally taking an entire meal out of your day and drinking a shake. By doing that, you're replacing the price of a full shake, of a full meal. So when you take the price of Shakeology, which is $130 a month, and you divide it up by the 30 servings it gives you, it's about $4 a shake. Then I take that $4 and I say, and that's cheaper than buying a meal at McDonald's, and it's 10 times healthier. Or that's cheaper than your latte at Starbucks, and it's 10 times healthier. So by breaking it down into that smaller piece, people are like, oh, yeah, plus I don't have to go buy my waffles or whatever you normally eat for breakfast. So that kind of takes the sharpness of the monthly fee away. Another way to kind of backfire on them when they object with price is to talk about how Shakeology is also your daily vitamins for the day. So like if they buy a multivitamin, they won't have to do that anymore. It's also full of all your really important foods. So your spinach, your kale, your quinoa. Like literally if they went out and bought everything that was in there to make their own smoothie, which you'll get to, they'd be spending way more than $4 a shake. So those are 2 ways that you can bite the bullet on money. And then another thing that I always use that kind of breaks the hesitation too is there's 100% money back guarantee for 30 days on all products. So if they're like, oh, I just can't bear spending $140 on the challenge pack this month, so you could say, give it a try. If you don't like it, if you hate it, it's not working for you, you don't see results, which they won't. But if you don't see what I see, then return it. Get all your money back, 100%, no questions asked. That kind of also, for whatever reason, alleviates that pressure, that hesitation of spending that kind of money. Which, I mean, it is. It's an investment, but you're investing it on yourself. And that's kind of where the hesitation is on people, because most people don't like to spend money on themselves. So, again, you want to add value to that price so that it seems more reasonable, I guess, more valuable, adding value for more value to them. So, gym. I already go to the gym. Okay. So I don't know about you, but when I go to the gym, I wander around aimlessly and I look at all the machines and I try to look at the little picture and I try to think I know what I'm doing. And God forbid I ever look like I wasn't knowing what I was doing, because I'm just going to get on a machine and I'm going to start working, even if it's not the right thing. So if they say they already go to the gym or they're going to start going to the gym, here's what you tell them. That's great. That's awesome. But with Beachbody, you don't have to, you take the guesswork out of it, because our professional trainers are going to show you what to do, how to do it, and they're going to teach you how to do it. They're not going to just expect you to get on a machine and know what you're doing. So, and they are all obviously professional trainers. So another thing you can say is when you go to a gym, you usually have to pay a personal trainer to teach you the tricks, teach you what to do, how long to do it. And that can be mighty expensive. So now you're paying your gym fee. Now you're paying a personal trainer fee, when you could pay one fee, one time, get a program, and you never have to worry about it again. So the value of having your personal trainer on your TV is huge. Also, I like to use, gyms are great, except for the fact that it takes half an hour to get there. Sometimes they're really full, can't even get on a machine. It takes a half an hour to get home. You got to find childcare. You got to pay all the fees. Then you got to pay a cancellation fee. And then you got to pay another fee. And then if you want to go to a class, God forbid, you got to pay another fee. So again, adding value to that, this is a one-time purchase for your program. You're getting a personal trainer right in your house. You don't ever have to leave the safety of your home. You don't ever have to worry about it being busy or full. And for a lot of people, working out in a public atmosphere is nerve-wracking. Like for me, I am by no means a fitness guru, and I can make a darn fool out of myself. So catching me working out at a gym is not going to happen. So that's, a draw for some people too, that you can work out in the privacy of your own home. And then also with a gym, I was watching a video earlier on this actually. With a gym, you don't have somebody following you around saying, hey, good job. Wow, you did an extra rep this time. Holy cow, you ran an extra mile. You don't have anybody like that. And you know what? Same thing as if you just wander around for the hour that you're at the gym and you don't ever do anything, you just look at yourself in the mirror and maybe you get on the treadmill, you don't have anybody behind you saying, hey, you're supposed to do 45 minutes on the treadmill, or whatever it may be. So that accountability that you get with a coach through Beachbody is huge, and it's a huge selling point when you're talking to people about really seeing results, is that accountability piece. And that's what we show in our challenge groups. We're checking in daily. Hey, how is your nutrition today? Even if they don't respond in your challenge groups, it's that idea of, oh my gosh, if I don't follow my nutrition plan today, my coach is going to ask me about it and I'm not going to have a good answer. So that mental accountability for them is a huge selling point. That's 90% of why Beachbody customers are so successful, is because they do. They have it in the back of their minds that they have a coach that's watching after them. And if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they're going to be disappointing somebody. So, and you don't get that in a gym. You don't get people that actually care about you seeing results. You know, they do their 3 classes of personal training for free that you get with the membership, and then do you ever see those people again? No, they don't care about you anymore. They got their 3 classes in, they're done. So adding that value back to your customers, that you're there, you care about their success, you want to see them succeed, and you want to see them get results. Like, that's our goal, is for them to be successful. So they're not in it alone. They've got a whole support system with you, and then of course all the other challengers that are in your challenge group that are posting on a daily basis and encouraging them as well. So that's definitely something they won't see in a gym. And then the last thing is, and I haven't really heard this, but I know other people on our team have, that they're going to buy it on Amazon or eBay. Now, I will tell you that sometimes, every once in a while, somebody will resell their programs on eBay. Now, you can't resell them on Amazon as much as you can on eBay, but every once in a while, you'll see that. And you'll have a challenger or a person come to you and say, oh, I just bought this 21-day fix for $10 on eBay. You're like, great. Okay, if you have somebody that comes to you and says they already have the program, take them on, okay? I know they didn't buy it from you. I get it. But when they're ready to order T25, or when they've been seeing all the infomercials on their DVDs about Shakeology, guess who they're going to come to? You, because you've shown interest, you've showed you cared, you've invested in them. So they're going to come back to you and say, hey, I've been seeing all these commercials about Shakeology. What is it? There you go. Boom. Sold. So although they might not have gotten the tools from you, still take them in, still love them, still invest your interest in them, because they've chosen you to tell that they have the program. Remember that. They could just fly by the seat of their own pants, but they've told you they have the program. So now you want to take them in, love them, cuddle them, and pray that the next time they want to order something, they're coming to you instead of eBay. Now, Amazon, I think the only vendor on Amazon that sells is actually Beachbody. And sometimes by fluke, it's a little bit cheaper, but it's really not that much cheaper. And then again, they don't get a coach. So again, adding that value of you and the value of accountability, support, cheerleader, friend, personal meal planner. You could add a whole list of things that you are to this person. And you can explain that, you know, I understand it's a little bit cheaper on Amazon, but if you choose me as your coach, if you pick me, then you get all this instead, you know, for that extra $2 or whatever it may be. So that's a big thing. And then another thing is if you're like talking to them, you know, hey, we got this really good program called 21-Day Fix. I think it'd be a great fit for you. And they say something like, oh, I think I'm going to just get it on Amazon. See ya. Don't fight that battle. Seriously, if they're already in that mindset, they're just going to get it somewhere cheaper. All right, best of luck. You don't want to waste your breath on somebody that's going to just kind of shut you down like that. If you've done your job on telling them what they get, if they sign with you and they're still just saying, I'm going to get it on Amazon, let them go. Let them go. There'll be somebody else to replace them. You want to make sure you're investing your time and your energy into people that actually want to see results and actually want to value your time and your efforts. Because you know what? As coaches, it doesn't take a lot of time, but it takes a lot of heart. And you want somebody that's going to give that back and accept that. So if you've got somebody that's already giving you the cold shoulder and telling you they're going to get it on Amazon, then that's not really the vibe you want, you know, between the two of you and in your challenge group. You don't want somebody coming in there with like, oh, well, you know, next time you want to buy a program, check out Amazon. You don't want that. So don't lose sleep on them. If they're really interested and they really need an accountability person, they'll come back to you. If they came to you the first time, they'll come back to you. So really, please don't sweat it. So I guess the theory of all of this is to make sure that when you are approaching somebody, or if somebody's approached you about Beachbody, about signing on a challenge pack, whatever they're asking for, you don't just say, hey, I think 21 Day Fix would be really great for you, and of course Shakeology is delicious, it's $140. Because I'm going to promise you that when they respond, they're going to be like, oh, that's a lot of money, because it is. But if you said something like, we have a new challenge group starting on June 29th, and it's actually all people doing the 21 Day Fix, and I think that would be the best program for you. So if you buy the challenge pack from me, you can join our group. And in that group, we do support, we have motivation, we post recipes all the time, we give you ideas for meal prepping. You have me as a personal one-on-one coach to answer any questions that you have. The price also includes an entire 30-day supply of Shakeology, as well as the full 21 Day Fix program, including your containers and your workouts. All of that combined is $140. That sounds a lot better, because now as a customer, I'm thinking, wow, I'm getting a lot for $140 instead of just my program and my shakes. So those are values that don't come with Amazon purchases, gym memberships, or even doing it on your own. It just doesn't. And don't underestimate that value. Yes, you're a Beachbody coach, and to some people, you're going to be really super annoying. You're probably going to get people unfollow you on Facebook because you post all the time. But you are very knowledgeable in what you do, and you are very helpful in what you do. Fast forward 9 months down the road, and you're somebody like me that's helped over 165 people lose weight. That's crazy awesome. Like that's irreplaceable, really. And you got to have confidence in that. You got to have confidence in that the tricks of the trade to help them be successful. And if you got that constantly in your brain, that that's what you're here for, is to help people reach their goals, then you're going to be successful, and you're not going to see the objections. You're going to have people coming to you already ready to buy, because they've heard from so-and-so that you helped them do this, and they want that. So that value of you as a coach is super valuable, and I really need you to understand that. I need you to believe in that, and believe that you have the power to help anybody that needs it. I promise. You don't have to be a health expert. You don't have to be a fitness expert. You don't have to know it. You don't even have to know every program in our Beachbody library. Really, you just have to have the heart and the desire to want to help them and show them that, and that's all you have to do. It's really that simple. I had a friend who signed on with me back when I first started. She's a teacher friend. She bought, I want to say she bought 21 Day Fix. And then she bought PIO, and then she bought T25. She's all over the place. She actually does a hybrid workout now. But I helped her lose like 20 pounds in her first round of the 21 Day Fix. After she finished that, she told her sister, who is a lawyer. Her sister signed up with me. Her sister has lost 55 pounds to date in, I think, six months-ish. Well, her sister actually owns a law firm. I didn't know that. And she has told everybody on her staff about it. And I've literally gotten 10 customers from just her, telling people in her office about this program. Now, what's really cool is she's not a coach. She has no desire to be a coach. She just refers them to me. And then she supports them in the office. Like, it's crazy cool. But like, she encourages to bring their containers, and they share recipes at work, and they all eat lunch together, so they all know what they're eating, and it's really cool. Well, from that recommendation, I actually sold to another lady who is friends with a lawyer. who actually happened to be the mother of one of my children in my class. Small world. But she has lost, I don't know, like 30 pounds in the last 2 months. She's ridiculous. But from her, she posted on her personal page, and like all her high school friends have been messaging me off the board. Mm-hmm. So that's again to show you the value of you, because they wouldn't have told people about the program. I wouldn't have seen that come back to me if they didn't tell them about me. You know, it would have been one thing to say, hey, I'm on the 21-day fix. It's really great. It's a Beachbody program. And then those people would have just gone on Beachbody and gotten the 21-day fix. But they told them about the 21-day fix and me as their coach. And that value brought them back to me. So I guess that's just to show you again, like, don't underestimate yourself. You as a coach, you are a big deal. You are a huge piece of the puzzle for success with these Beachbody programs. Don't underestimate that. So that's what I had to say about that. But I had one more thing, and now I can't remember. That's typical of me. It'll come back to me. Oh, I know what it was. Statistic for you. Over 70% of people that set forth on a weight loss journey stop. 70%. That's a huge number. That's huge. It's your job to make sure that that 30% that doesn't stop are your people. You want to make sure that it's not just a 21-day diet. It's not just a 60-day PIO program. It's a lifestyle. It's what is going to happen to them for the rest of their lives. And you're going to teach them how. Because if you make a lifelong challenger out of somebody, you're golden. You're golden. Trust me. Okay. So that's all I had on that. And I know we probably got some time here. So, by the way, hi, Holly. I never said hi to you. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, anything to branch off what I just said?
About how you were saying, like, about adding the value and really understanding, like, what the coach brings to the table. I just had somebody that I've been talking to over 6 months, like, finally bought a program because she's still scared about how Shakeology can help her. Mm-hmm. She knows it will, but she's like stuck in that point where she's psyching herself out from it. But she finally committed to the program, which is huge for her because she never does anything. Like, she's like, oh, I have insanity, it'll be fine. And I finally got her into my last 2 challenge groups, and just from seeing people post, she's actually talking to other people, and she became interested in more of the programs, and she's like, I'm finally going to do it. So, I mean, the waiting around stinks, like waiting for them to do it, but like you said, it is a learning process, and it is on them. It's not on us. Like, they're the ones who have to commit to it.
Absolutely. Did she buy Shakeology or just one program?
No, I gave her a free sample, mm-hmm. and she's scared to try it because she knows she'll like it. So she's kind of psyched herself out. Like, I've told her about all the discounts and so she's asking more about it. So she wants to do it, and plus she's seeing other people in the challenge group who's getting results with drinking it. So I think it'll be soon that she'll do it. It's just more money and her actually committing to it is what she's most afraid of. So
right. And you can, I mean, occasionally in your posts, like in your challenge group and stuff, know in your back of your mind that Shakeology is her weak point, and maybe some of your posts can be indirectly to her, you know, like about the benefits of Shakeology, and again, adding the value back to it. Why is it so expensive? You know, like, they go all around the world to collect the items that are in this delicious shake. So, I mean, it's more than just protein. It's more than just a bunch of veggies and fruits mixed into a powder. So again, nonchalantly adding value in your challenge groups to Shakeology could also fish around. Do you have anybody in your challenge group that you're kind of close with that you could ask to do like a personal testimony, if you will, on Shakeology? Just like, again, nonchalantly. Like, could you private message somebody and be like, hey, I know you love Shakeology. Would you mind posting in the group how much you love it? And maybe that'll kind of give her another point of view on it instead of just from you.
Yeah, I can ask my sister. She's not in the challenge group, but I can ask her.
Add her.
Like, maybe post something on my page.
Yeah, definitely. Or add her to the challenge group and ask her to post in there. Nobody's going to know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people need to hear it from somebody else. I mean, point blank.
Yeah.
Sometimes you sound redundant.
Yeah.
But I like that you stuck with her for over 6 months. That's good. That's really good. That's something else that you can consider adding value is what you were talking about with how your challengers are building relationships amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you create that community feel and that idea, that sense of I have more friends in this,
Mm-hmm.
That's more accountability. Now they're not just in a group and sitting in the back seat. They're in the group and they have friends that know they're in the group and are even more accountable. So that's really awesome. I like that your challenges are interacting. That's a good piece of value for sure.
Yeah, this is her third group with me, and the first one she didn't participate at all, but she saw everything. Like, she saw all the posts, but she's just one of those people who likes to analyze everything and then go from there. So
hey, you know what? To each his own. There's going to be people like that.
Yeah.
Everybody ticks differently. So some people take a little bit longer than others, and that's fine. It's fine. As long as you create those genuine relationships with people and you're honestly invested in what they're doing and success, they'll come around. They'll come around. As long as it's not like hey, I'm starting this group on June 29th, and I want you to join me. And then they say, well, I don't really have the money right now, and then you never talk to them again.
Yeah.
Guess what? You just sounded like a salesperson. But if they say, no, I don't have the money right now, and you say, oh, that's not a problem. I'll have another group starting in July. Would you mind if I contacted you then?
Mm-hmm.
And then you contacted them again, in July or intermittently in between then. So,
yeah.
Okay, we have 10 minutes left. Kelly, are you good? Do you have any questions? I know you're like super overwhelmed right now.
I'm like super new, so I'm just taking it all in.
Good. Like I said, you're going to learn as you go. I've given you a lot of information tonight, so I'm going to stop. And then, as you come across different scenarios and different questions, you just ask me and I'll guide you along. Or, that 7-day training, Holly's in that too. As long as you pay attention to that every single day, it's going to be one post, one assignment each day. You'll learn a lot from that, a lot of the basics. And then, you need to talk about it with every client that sits down in your chair, every person that you work with, all your family, everybody just start talking about it. And with your package, you will get a Shakeology cup, one of the cup I always post with. Carry that everywhere. Yep. There it is. Carry it everywhere. Literally everywhere. Even if it just has water in it. Because somebody's going to see it and go, what's that? And then they just open the door to a sale. So, yes. Add that value. Any other questions? Holly, you good? Well, I guess I'll get with that. She's on vacation this week, but I'll get with her on what we're going to do about the assignments. Holly, we're going to assign different days to post in the June 29th challenge group.
Okay.
So that all of our coaches get a chance to actually be in the forefront for a day, be in charge for a day, because it's going to be like an internship program for our new coaches. Hopefully by the end of this challenge group, they'll be able to go on their own and do their own challenge groups. So I'll talk with her this week and post and made for more on what we're going to do about that. I might just assign days and people will just have to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's that. Every Monday, 9 o'clock, we do these phone calls and I record them. Yeah. Any other questions? I can't. All right, guys. Have a great night. Let me know if you need anything.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.